Well, fans, the game is over. Welcome to the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show. Bet above the rest. Only at the Potawatomi Sportsbook, Milwaukee. After the last pitch, you've made the switch for 21 seasons. We'll hear from the manager, the players, and the highlights from the game. It's time to talk about the game and the team with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
In the air to right, Judge eases over. This is going to be a race to the plate with the ball game on the line. Here comes Renifo, here comes the throw, and that's the ball game. The Brewers with their 4-3. Brewers beat the Yankees on a Saturday night in Milwaukee.
You just heard it right there. It is a final, and the results are good as the Brewers take down the Yankees in Game 2 of this three-game series, 4-3 in 10. And welcome in, everybody. Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show live here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. There's Tommy Wortz, Tim Allen, and this game can only be described as a gutsy game for the crew. Man, this was a battle, a great game. Now, would I be saying that if they lost? No, but it had playoff feel to this. It had bend but don't break. It had clutch in it. You had some debating on some challenges. You had an injury. You had some pitch clock management issues. You had a little bit of everything in this game, Tommy.
Oh yeah, I mean we were gonna lead off talking Jose Caballero, but then William Contreras luckily saved us from an hour and a half worth of conversation on that guy today. Yeah, I mean what an amazing game, Tim. I mean that was, you could feel it though. You could feel the victory in this team today. They just came up in big moments. This bullpen all of a sudden starting to figure it out a little bit. Chad Patrick with that. I mean that. The 10th inning, the Brewers just give up a run in the 10th inning every time. Every time.
They just do.
They just do. It's going to happen. They give up that run in the 10th inning. But, man, Jackson Chourio coming up with the big infield single. And Wild Bill, he's just never going to see three pitches in a clutch AB. He's just never going to do it. He's swinging away. Tim Allen was the first on that beat, by the way.
This has been a while. William Contreras in the clutch, although he comes through a lot.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't waste time.
No, it's going to be over.
He doesn't want this to last much longer. We're just going to go out and get things done. All right, so they get the victory. Want to get your reaction on this one. A huge victory for the Brewers. They run their mark to 21-16. They win the series. Now you can bust out the ex-wife's broom and fly it around American Family Field, hoping to sweep the Yankees back to New York. Nicolay Law talking text line 414-677-1250. We're going to get right to you, or at least a call or two right away tonight, just to get you and get the vibe going here. 35,000 plus, 35,628 at American Family Field as some happy Brewers fans tonight. A couple of big crowds to take care of the New York Yankees. This was a gutsy win, guys. It just was. Let's go to Tosa. And say hello to Dan. Dan, you're going to be our leadoff hitter tonight. What a game.
Yes, it was, Tim. Let me just first say that was playoff baseball atmosphere. Secondly, let me go to the Garrett Mitchell call at second base. Well, not the call, the non-call or the non-review or non-whatever. That was a load of crap, so the umpire not even wanting to give us that review there. He was clearly in there. So that was a big moment for us. I think it turned us on and, made us say, you know what, fuck these guys. Let's go get it.
All right, Dan. Dan, thank you. How about Goldschmidt doing it again to the crew?
Yeah.
Wow. No, you can't do this.
31 homers now off the Brewers in his career.
You cannot. In 21 now at American Family Field. I think it's 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21 homers at American Family Field. A little bend but don't break out of Kyle Harrison in this one. The line's not going to look great, but he, again, didn't break in this one. And that's a tough Yankee squad right there.
Oh, yeah.
He only went 4 innings, allowed a couple of runs. But the Bulldog came in.
Yeah.
3+ innings of scoreless baseball. Chad Patrick was dynamite in this game.
He does this every time he's doubted, Tim. Every time, it feels like.
Now, does it feel like he lost his starting rotation spot? Not really, because of these off days and the rain out. It did kind of slide things around out there. So I don't think we can rush to that judgment quite yet on Patrick. But that was a nice performance from Patrick.
Absolutely, it was. Yes, I'm all in on Chad Patrick coming out of the bullpen. He did the same thing last year in all the big moments too, Tim.
Yeah, he did. And I think he's got a spot out there. Now, we see DL Hall into some higher leverage, although the Brewers were trailing at that time. And then you have Aaron Ashby in a tie ball game, and he starts pitching like Aaron Ashby does. Now, who got the win? Can I check that out?
Yeah, the win today.
Would that be Ashby?
Went to Aaron Ashby.
7-0 for a reliever. You got to be kidding me. But to Dan's point there, the challenge that wasn't allowed at second base, I don't know what that was all about. And now my conspiracy-filled mind is freaking out about, oh, it's the Yankees, and the holier-than-thou Yankees come in. They even have the umpires intimidated. Schlittler, I will say this about him. They let him off the hook. That's 2 nights in a row. Now they get the win on both games. Don't get me wrong, and I'm overjoyed with that.
Sure.
But they let Fried off the hook last night. You let Schlittler off the hook. I had a list of things that I was going to gripe about tonight had they lost this game.
Yeah, yes.
I'm telling you, I had a list. And one was, you don't lay down a bunt against that guy. He's hobbling around on the mound.
Listen, also, Brian Anderson, I love you. You're one of the best in the game. Can you stop telling me how uncomfortable Cam Schlittler looks while he mows down the Brewers lineup the entire time?
It was Kirk Gibson again, hobbling to the plate with a bat and limping around after a home run.
He looks so uncomfortable as he's got 6 Ks through 5. Just every
down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
I needed a little bit of Brian Anderson to just be like, wow, Schlittler's got his best stuff today or something. Don't tell me he's injured as this Brewers offense can't do anything against
Brett Favre with a broken thumb, rifling touchdowns.
It was Greg Jennings in Madden with a broken freaking leg, still scoring touchdowns.
That's right. It's amazing. Nicolay Law talking text line at 414-677-1250. Brewers, a huge victory. As you're coming out of American Family Field, you are just on cloud 9 right now. More importantly, I think they take the series. They're rolling a little bit. They've won 7 of their last 10. They're back to 5 games over 500, which is key here. Now, remember, their high water mark, correct me if I'm wrong, Tommy, 8-2, 6 over, correct?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, let me double check it, but I believe that's correct.
But you're right there on recouping all of that lost ground. You're right there at 5 over. Let's talk more Brewers baseball, an exciting victory. And, yes, it did have that playoff-type feel. Well, being in the AL, the Yankees, the Brewers in the NL, had sort of that World Series-type game feel, didn't it? Wouldn't that be something?
Playoff style.
Ooh, wow. Okay. All right, we'll take a break and be back. There's Tommy Wortz, Tim Allen, 4-3. Brewers beat the Yankees in 10. You're listening to the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show live here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios.
Long pause by Cruz. There goes Rengifo on the ground. Backhanded. No chance. In to score is Mitchell. And Churio has tied this game with an infield hit and an RBI.
And it was a splitter. He went with it. And Churio able to put it in play. Yankees not able to get anybody. We're all tied again.
Yeah, that's on Brewers TV right there, part of a 10-inning. I was about to say 11. 10-inning, 4-3 victory where the Brewers down 2-0 late in the game, putting up a run in the 7th, a run in the 8th, and then 2 in the 10th inning to take this one, and they go after the sweep tomorrow. Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show live here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Tim and Tommy celebrating this victory, and you guys, let's get right back to you. How about we go to Nate on the east side? Nate, what's going on? How was this for you?
Well, this was pretty good, but to be honest, I didn't really ever doubt that we were going to get the win. I think the Brewers were going to go on a long win streak. It just didn't feel like the Yankees could hold them off. At some point, they were going to get through to the Yankees pitching, and they got Schlitter out of the game, and then they ended up into the bullpen, and they had some pretty hilarious errors at the end too. So I'm feeling really good about the Brewers.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you for the call, Nate. Don't be a stranger, man. Call anytime.
All right, I will.
Schlitz Hat Pat joins us here after this exciting win. What's going on, Pat?
Well, let me tell you one thing. Scotty, Tiffany, and I, married couple, very much contributors to your shows.
Yes, sir.
All the shows. We were at the game tonight. We were in a section that was 70% Yankees fans.
Ooh.
And boy, our section vibe was off. It sucked. It sucked so much that we left mid-game. Okay?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, we had to go. I couldn't even see the count. I couldn't see the balls. I couldn't see the strikes. I couldn't see the outs. We were in like the worst section, but we were there. We had a great time in the parking lot. But I got to tell you, man, Brewers fans did not show up tonight, man, at all. Nothing. It was terrible.
Well, I'll tell you what. Sit back. Let's grab the Bowers home run. Let's just do a sound check here.
All right, here we go. Jake Bowers, homer.
Seeing if the Brewers can get the big rally going. Only down 2-0 here, BA.
Bowers launches one way out of here.
That sounded pretty good.
New pitcher on the mound.
That was huge.
Yes, it was. It was. All right, Schlitz. Did you wear the Schlitz hat?
I'm at AmFam Field, but I mean, my God, the Aaron Judge jerseys around me they were nuts. It was terrible. I will. The show, but oh, good Lord,
Pat, I'll say this: the Brewers were getting shut out for most of the game. Maybe that's why it appeared quiet, and they didn't pep up until you left.
Well, it's Schlitz Hat Patrick, man. I'm a brand. I'm just kidding, guys.
Schlitz Hat Chad. Maybe
Patrick.
Chad Patrick. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Pat.
Chad Patrick. I like that too.
Tell Tiffany we send our best. All right.
Absolutely.
So they get the 4-3 victory, and I don't know. It seemed exciting. I just felt this game. I don't know about you. We're all superstitious, and not that I was running around with a good luck charm during the game, Tommy, but it did feel to me, and some would say the radar is pretty good for me on this feel thing, but it just felt to me like the Brewers were going to win this game. Something extra frames, whether it was that or a walk-off or something, maybe a bench clearing, maybe Pat Murphy gets ejected, just something. It just felt like something was going to happen as long as that pitching staff held firm and kept them at 2.
No, I think when we were talking live before the game, it was 8th inning, and I said I could feel it. I think they're going to win this game. I really liked what was going on for them. They kept it close. Leverage guys came in, did their job during this, and 30, what do we got? We're 24 wins away from Aaron Ashby getting to his season win total now because of this. It's
true.
When he comes in to pitch at the end of the game, he's just going to get credit for the win. Pat Murphy's never putting him in a lose situation, it feels like. And the Brewers able to come up now. Let's get one more caller in. We got a little bit of time here. Let's go out to Thiensville. Eugene is up now here. What's up, Eugene?
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me on. I just wanted to briefly respond to the caller before. I was also at the game tonight on the third base side around a lot of Yankee fans. But the Brewers fans showed up. I mean, that stadium was 95% Brewers fans. So this idea that Brewers fans didn't show up, I just want to push back on that. I also want to say, when you're in the crowd with a lot of fans from larger market teams, you really learn not only how good Brewers fans are, but how smart Brewers fans are. Very brief example, but today, when Murph pinch hit Vaughn in the 7th, Vaughn walks, and then Murph pinch runs Perkins, a lot of the Brewer fans in the section are confused about why that's happening. And that just shows that Brewers fans understand the implications of what's going to happen later in the game. And all the Yankee fans around us were all confused about what we were even thinking about. So I just wanted to push back, stand up for Brewer fans a little bit.
And that's the tying run right there. That's the tying run. You're starting to run out of outs here.
Okay, again, why does it take 2 pitches into an at-bat, though? That's ridiculous. Again, wasn't it a 2-0 count again, Eugene, when it happened?
Yes, it was.
I mean,
from my angle, just for what it's worth, from my angle, when we were looking at the dugout, it actually looked like Perkins was either not ready or coming out of the bathroom. So I don't know if something else was going on,
right?
But there was scrambling going on in the dugout.
Well, all right. He's only got a week left up here anyway. Thanks, Eugene.
Very good, Eugene. Thanks a lot. We appreciate it.
Oh man, I mean, it really does. Really, I don't know if he's going to have any more time after that but still. That's the second time this year that something like that's happened now with
second
Murph?
that we've noticed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, why? Why would you wait 2 pitches into the at-bat? That makes no sense.
After the Bowers home run, and then Vaughn works the walk, and that was what, 7th inning? So you got it 2-1 at that point. You needed some speed there, and I think they went hit and run with Mitch after that. I think they did. I think that they did put on a play after that. So they were thinking, hey, man, we're not going to get many more chances here. This game, as good as and clutch as the offense was in this ball game, let's not discount the pitching in this game, guys. That's the key here for me is the pitching staff. Collectively, all of them, they all did their jobs. And that includes Harrison.
He got out of it today. He
wiggled
got out of it. Wiggled out of it is a better way because, he did give up the run, but he did remain cool a little bit. And that pitch clock violation, again, we were talking about this. We were going to have an hour and a half, what fest about Caballero coming up here. But, he's able to wiggle out of it. And, again, Chad Patrick, just lock it down. That's exactly what he needed to do today to keep his name relevant with this Brewers pitching staff. And he did it, Tim. He did it again.
Yep. And not particularly pleased with an 0-2 fat pitch to Ryan McMahon for an 0-2 2-out go-ahead base hit in the 10th inning. Now, that one got to me as well. But you also had, after Schlittler's injury, did you see Aaron Boone waste a little time? Where's Schlittler here? Can you come out of the dugout here? It's bottom of the 2nd inning. You need to get out here and throw.
Yeah.
And now Murph's wondering, wait a second, is he injured or is he not? There were a lot of things in this that seemed like it leaned toward the Yankee direction, but Brewers prevail and a gutsy win in this. That's the best way to put it. All right, Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show live here on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. If you're on hold, we got a full segment up next for you, and we'll rapid fire. But the Brewers win in 10-4-3, and they go after the sweep tomorrow. There's Tommy Wortz, Tim Allen talking Brewers after a big win.
baseball fans, the game is over. Welcome to the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show. Bet above the rest. Only at the Potawatomi Sportsbook, Milwaukee. After the last pitch, you've made the switch for 21 seasons. We'll hear from the manager, the players, and the highlights from the game. It's time to talk about the game and the team with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show here. Tommy Wortz, Tim Allen, 4-3 win in 10 innings. We'll get to your calls in a second here. If you missed this one, you missed a good one. You just missed a great game. I mean, there were, my goodness, when we planned what we're going to talk about, there were a lot of issues that I was going to have in this game. But Brewers down 2-0. And once Schlittler got out of the game, it took one pitch, and it was in that seventh inning off the bat of Jake Bauers to cut the lead in half.
Seeing if the Brewers can get the big rally going, only down 2-0 here, BA.
Bauers launches one way out of here.
All right, so it's 2-1 at that point. Fast forward into the eighth inning when Bryce Terang with 2 outs would get a knock. He's there. Now, here's where William Contreras did take a couple because he had to. He had to let Bryce Terang steal second base. Okay, you got your one pitch to steal, and Contreras tied the game.
On the ground through, base hit. Terang going to be waved home. Bellinger's throw to the plate. Terang, it's in there. We're tied.
Little voice crack out of Brian Anderson right there. Excitement at American Family Field. Fast forward to the 10th inning where the Yankees took a 3-2 lead. They did get some help in this game. I will admit, late in the game, in that 10th inning, I don't know what Tim Hill was thinking trying to go to third. But anyway, it was Jackson Churio that retied the game.
Long pause by Cruz. There goes Rengifo on the ground. Backhanded. No chance. In to score is Mitchell. And Churio has tied this game with an infield hit and an RBI.
And it was a splitter. He went with it. And Churio able to put it in play. Yankees not able to get anybody. We're all tied again.
You could feel it at that point, and then it was William Contreras.
In the air to right. Judge eases over. This is going to be a race to the plate with the ball game on the line. Here comes Rengifo. Here comes the throw. And that's the ball game. 4-3. Brewers beat the Yankees on a Saturday night in Milwaukee.
Oh, there you go. And it's a 4-3 final. The results are good. Let's get back to you guys. Nicolay Law talking text line at 414-677-1250. We'll go to Brian in Mukwonago. Brian, what's going on?
Hey, how you guys doing? And first, I'd like to start the show by saying hi, Tommy, because I got Reed for not saying hi to Tommy last time on the call, and I know who it is. But I would like to say, I think, Tim, that you should officially become the nickname the closer. Because after the lights are off, the networks go off, you're the last one going. And if I was an alien that just came with all these UFO discussions, I would honestly believe that the Brewers have won at least 50 World Series. you have the best attitude, and you always have the right side. That's props. I think you should just be called the closer.
The closer.
The closer.
Close the deal, Tommy. I'll close the deal.
All right. Yep. You got it.
Now the other calls I wanted to get a couple of things to get to was, I think the key play in the game was the Terang steal. The speed and the hit and run and the bunts and the drag bunts and the suicide squeezes, I think that puts a lot of pressure on the pitcher, the catcher, the defense. I think that the shortstop kind of rushed his throw, and that's why he bobbled it. But the thing that gets aggravating me, I watched a Yankee game the other day on TV, and that thing where the batter looks at the ground and kind of baits the pitcher, this is like the 7th or 8th time he's done that already this year. We're only 25% into the season. I can't believe that Major League Baseball isn't going to make an adjustment immediately to that, because he's found kind of like a loophole in the clock. I mean, it's going to be a major problem in a game that's tight near the end of the year where there's 2 or 3 games to go, and maybe there's a 2-game lead, and you could cost somebody from possibly winning the game and maybe not get knocked out of the playoffs.
I think you're onto something. I don't think that they expected someone to just find that little advantage. I respect the guy for trying to do some gamesmanship and finding an advantage there, but that's not the way the pitch clock was set up to be handled. That's just they're going to have to probably take a look at that, I would think, if other players start to do it. Maybe the league will please Caballero.
Yeah, I have one other thing. Is that could you clarify that thing with that when Murph was challenging the call and they said too late? Because I was at home watching the game.
That was garbage, Brian.
They never make that call.
They've never made that call ever. Nope. Yes.
Yeah, and I could see Murphy's hand up in the air to like, wait a second, and all of a sudden he just called them off. And I just think that with all the injuries the Brewers had and the minuscule payroll, I just think Murphy's got to be one of the greatest managers. Even though he's won a couple of years in a row, he just brings out the best of what they have. And I just want to give kudos to Murph. I mean, I just think sometimes that the players get too much credit and they almost forget about the manager unless it's the awards at the end of the year. But closing the show, you've got to be called the closer, and that's it. No more Tim Allen, just the closer.
Okay, deal. All right,
know you as the closer.
Gotcha. Thank you, Brian. Yeah. That whole hand up, just wait. I've never seen it. I watch a lot of baseball. Tommy, you follow and watch a ton of baseball. That's what we do.
Right.
We have never seen that.
No, it was an ump show. It was total ump show moment. Yep. And again, they're trying to eliminate that from baseball, but it's always going to happen. It's always going to happen. If there's an ABS, if there's, an automatic on check swings, it doesn't matter. Even to just talk to an official to say, I would like to check that, will now become an ump show here. With Pat Murphy, I thought for sure, in honor of the late Bobby Cox, now he was going to get ejected today.
Me too.
That would have been electric stuff there too. But he prevailed. Brewers prevailed. It was garbage. We all know that it was garbage. He obviously put his hands up. The timer on it, that's garbage. It's never once been called.
Not one time.
Never in baseball has that been called since the challenges have been there.
I would say half of all replay challenges go past the timer anyway.
I didn't even realize there was a timer.
It's 15 seconds. Is it 15?
I mean, with the hand up, just respect the hand ump. Yeah. Okay, come on.
We're checking it out. We'll be right with you. Okay. No, we're going to pass.
Yeah.
It's just never called. I will say this too. I don't want to read too much in someone's inflection. But Alan Porter behind the plate on his replay challenges, ABS challenges, he did not sound like
that was Roberto Ortiz.
That was Ortiz.
Okay. Yeah. Porter was the crew chief arguing with Murph. Okay. Yes. Let's keep going out to the phone lines here, Tim. All right. Bill out in Iron River here. Bill, what's going on, boss?
Well, first of all, I opened up a bottle of Crown Royal because this is a Crown Royal victory. And I would say this was probably the biggest win of the season so far. And my reason for saying that is this probably gave that squad the confirmation that, I can't think of our manager's name right now. Murph. But he always talks undaunted, and I think this will give them the confidence to continue with that philosophy. What a great win. Man,
great win.
It'd be great if they could sweep them. Revenge is sweet.
Oh, that's true. The torpedo bat revenge series. Yes.
Yep.
They got a pop at this thing. Yep. Thank you, Bill. But they do have a pop at that thing. I wanted the national sweep. I may want this one even more.
Hey, you know what, Tim? Also, it's crazy that when the Brewers are winning versus losing, when's the last before Jake homered today? When's the last homer they hit?
Ooh, good question.
I have no idea off the top of my I thought
Vaughn the other day.
Yeah, you're right. Vaughn did too. But I mean, they're getting a little bit of pop again, and they need it. It helps them win ball games in this. It's just funny how winning and lack of home runs, it doesn't really matter to anyone, and myself included in that. Right? I'll take the victories. I don't need home runs to happen. But it just feels funny that we're not hearing that again throughout this process. The slug is dead. Who cares about launch angle anymore?
I thought someone was going to hit a walk-off home run tonight.
Dude, if Rengifo would have hit, if Blake Perkins would have hit a walk-off home run,
make a movie.
Does Pat Murphy cry in post game. I mean, if they make a movie,
he would have cried. I think Murph would have cried.
Will
if
Smith is Blake Perkins in Undaunted. Yes. Let's keep going down the phone lines here. Beer count. What's going on, Kenny? How we doing, boss?
Let's get this started the right way.
Oh, that's a 10. That was a 10 for 10 innings right there. Yeah, I like that.
Well, to reiterate some of the things that callers were saying, this by and far, in my opinion, I listened to this game like many on the radio, and this was the most exciting game so far of the year. But what really made it exciting, not only just beating the Yankees and the best team in the American League, but it's how they did it, right? So they win their first game, and now they win the series today, but they win their first game last night in a convincing fashion. They come from behind tonight. This team has moxie. And Murph, that whole ordeal that happened at second base when he didn't get the opportunity to challenge that call, you could just see that dugout was livid. And these guys are saying, you know what? There's no way we're losing this game.
Yeah. You know what, Kenny? Yeah. When it was 2-0 throughout the game, and I agree with you, this was the most exciting win. I don't know if it's the biggest win, but it was the most exciting. When it was down 2-0, a lot of times it was, a couple of different things. Well, they're running into a buzzsaw, or they're just flat today. I had none of those thoughts throughout this game. Not one time, even though their offense didn't even get a runner into scoring position until late in the game, it still didn't appear to me that it was sort of one of those flat games.
No, exactly. And that's what, just the sound of it. And I periodically had to run back off the patio into the house because I always have the game on the TV just to see what the reaction of the players were. The way they were all on the edge of the dugout. You could just see this is a big deal for them. 35,000 in the house. I didn't understand that one caller was, that it was more Yankee fans. The other caller corrected him quickly. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is that Bowers home run, Tommy boy, your guy Bowers, when he launched that monster of a home run, that was a no-doubter. Yeah. When that came off the bat, you know what? That very well could have hit your house in Cudahy that you grew up in, the way that thing was launched.
We had a text from Joe in Pewaukee that says 420 from Wake and Jake. Got to take a rip from the Vaughn for that one. Because he hit it. I forgot about the Wake and Jake. Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh my God, that's outstanding. But just overall, from the pitching staff to the offense to the moves Murph made tonight, just to say, you know what? We're the best damn team in the American League, or in the National League, and we're going to beat the best damn team in the American League. And you know what? We may have sputtered a little bit with injuries, but guess what? We're not going anywhere. We own this division.
21-16.
And let me tell you something. Cubs lost tonight. So this was even sweeter.
It was.
So the fact of the matter is that look at what it took the Cubs to get to where they're at, and their fans are all nuts right now, right? But wait till June 1, June 15, somewhere in there, when they're sucking hind tit and the Brewers have the lead in this division. Guess what's going to happen down there? They're going to be lynching Greg Counsell again, like they were doing early on this season before they had a 10-game winning streak.
I hope you're right, dude. I hope. All right, we got to go, man. Thank you. Enjoy that patio, though. That sounds like a blast.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful night.
Thanks, Ken.
There were a couple of moves that I would not have made. One would be when it got to the 8th inning. It would have been McGill and it would have been Uribe. But he stayed with Ashby. And number 2, you used everybody. You used everybody on that position player group side except one player. My boy, Joey Ortiz.
Wow. I mean, yeah, he probably should have been a defensive replacement later on in that one. And he would have been if it went to 11.
I agree with you.
Well,
I
it
think
had
he
to be.
would've
It wasn't going to be Sanchez at short.
No, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
true.
He
He would have been if it was an 11th there. I mean, what's the math on this? 2046 NL Manager of the Year, Big Dog Chase. He's joining us next here. What's going on, Big Dog?
Manager of the Year on my title. Sounds good.
How was the game? You left the game, right?
Yep.
How many? Did you think it was a lot of Yankees fans or a lot of Brewers fans showed up today, Big Dog?
My honest opinion, I think the Yankee fans might have had us tonight.
Oh,
really?
Wow. All right. Okay.
We need some confirm on that. If you were at the game, 414-677-1250, Nicolay Law talking text line.
What do you got on the game? Yeah, go ahead.
Aaron Ashby.
Yeah,
I don't know, but he was jacked. He touched 98.
Yep, and we had the better Aaron today, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yep.
I just saw something on Twitter. They interviewed Aaron Judge on Miz. That's the best fastball I've ever seen.
Well, Spencer Jones last night said he felt great even getting a foul ball off him.
Yep. Have a good night, guys.
All right. Thanks, Chase.
All right, Chase.
Thanks, Big Dog.
That dude is going to be doing some sports talk at some point.
Oh yeah. We're trying to inspire someone from the future to do it. Otherwise, you're going to have to do it till you're 110.
No,
I mean, that's the plan.
Body
Otherwise,
bag will be filled way before that.
Well, we were talking about Wake and Jake, so might as well get over to Southside Doobie. What's up, Southside?
How are ya, everybody? What a win!
How you are? Yeah, great win.
You know, you're not the closer because you're the franchise. You've already been named.
You know who named me that? Did you guys ever hear this?
No, I don't think so.
Josh Vernier.
Oh, yeah, Kansas City now, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. If that name rings a bell, he worked one of the original members of The Big Show on this station. Had several iterations. Rami was involved for a while. Billy, Leroy Butler, Gary Ellerson. So there were a lot of, Sparky, obviously the mainstay on The Big Show, but Josh Vernier was original member of The Big Show, and it just flew out of his mouth. I think I called him the future, and then he called me the franchise. So,
Okay.
Yeah, that's how that came about. But Doobie, did you at any point in this game, like Tommy and I, we just had the feel.
No,
the feel, yeah. The feel was they were going to come back, something weird and funky, and they were going to win this game.
Well, Yankees bad defense, right?
Yeah, his name is Tim Hill. What was he thinking with one out?
Why did he do that? Yeah,
just grab the second out with Terang at first. Just throw him out at first. You have first base open. Granted, fine, but then you can play strategy after that. But yeah, thank you.
And Brewers style baseball, you're just hitting singles, and that's what they do. But they don't miss in defense or, no defects.
And who is the scorer that didn't give Jackson Churio a hit early in that game?
Yeah,
right. Good point. That was karma, right? That was karma in the 10th. Like he deserved an infield hit. And then he finally got one in the 10th inning for it. I know it took another AB, but he'd rather have it in the 10th at that point. He definitely should have had 2 hits today.
Should have, yep.
It is so different to have Churio and Vaughn in the lineup. It changes everything compared to what we were looking at a week ago.
Well, it just seems like there's a little more energy with these Rengifo at bats, with these Frelick at bats.
Exactly. Yep.
It just seems now. Are they getting their numbers beefed up? No, not quite yet. But it just feels a little bit different when you get down in that category. It does to me anyway.
Yeah. Now, Tim, franchise, did I miss the 420 show or did you not do it this year?
The Brewers were off on 420.
Yeah, but you always kind of led up to it and, you know, gave some of the player names that you've been saving over the year.
All right, Tommy is not familiar with the 420 show. I've comprised the all 420 team.
Bud Norris.
He was on.
There we go. Okay, all right.
He is on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that.
Pick a green, Taylor Green.
Taylor Green, yeah.
Justin Smoke.
Oh, nice. Is there a blunt? Is there a blunt?
No, but there's Thomas Henry Christensen. He played in the 20s.
Oh, THC. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
See how that works.
Nice. I like it. Okay.
Mike Potts, a former Brewer.
Nice.
Yeah, he was in it. Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, highlight of the game, I think, was, I'm saying Deuce Terang. Number 2, he you know, he says he's number 2 to his dad, but he's also the kid number 2.
He is the kid too. Yeah, I would agree. I've thought of that too, Doobie. That's funny. That's freaky. You say that.
Yeah, because he looks like him even.
Yeah, a little bit like a younger dude, younger Yount. But I mean, who can forget Bob Uecker calling Robin Yount the kid? I mean, that's just etched in our memory. But yeah, that's wild. You say that.
That slide was amazing. He was totally level to the ground. And I mean, it was get him on, get him over, get him in.
Yeah. And it happened in 3 pitches. It was 3
Exactly.
pitches.
The Yankees turned around and said, oh shit, we're tied now.
Well, here we go. All right, Doobie. Thank you. Tommy, speaking of Bryce Terang, so, you know, I can be a little flaky. I read multiple books at the same time. I'm reading one that's called, Bathroom Facts. So it's one of those, it just gives facts.
Toilet readers. Yeah, I got you.
It's about the whole thing. I did learn that there's a musical instrument called the tarango.
Oh.
I'm wondering if we could get a piece of tarango.
All right, let me see what the tarango sounds like.
It's some.
Is it in the woodwind?
I don't know. I don't recall. I just remember. Hey, I don't have Tommy look that up. The tarango.
All right, we'll see what I can do.
All right, we'll take a break. Still to come, Pat Murphy, as the Brewers get a 10-inning, 4-3 victory, their first walk-off of the 26 championship season, to take Game 2 of this 3-game series over the New York Yankees. Got a chance, obviously, at the sweep. Brewers have won 7 of their last 10. Does it feel like that? I think not all the way to me yet. Just keep it rolling. 21-16. Murph on the way, and more of your reaction here on the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show, live here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. An exciting victory, 4-3 in 10 innings to take Game 2 over the New York Yankees. Tim and Tommy, Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Man, what a game. Wow. Just kind of threw the ringer. Felt playoffs to me. But let's get back to you guys. Before we hear from Pat Murphy, let's go to Vernon and say hello to Ginny. Ginny, what's going on? You're next up here. Where's Vernon?
Hey, come on, you know me. I'm the one that taught my dog how to say something bad about the Cubs. How are you doing, Tim?
Yes, I do remember. I was flirting with you, wasn't I, one day?
We were talking about starting a band, remember?
That's right, I was. Okay, deal.
Yeah. So I don't know if the guy that left in the middle of the game was at the same game that I was at with my 87-year-old dad. Say happy birthday to my dad, Harry. He's 87.
Happy birthday, Harry.
Oh, thank you very much. And it's Terry, and he's been taking me to games since the 70s. And my best friend was at the game with us, and she was the one that called and said Brewers were going to come back. So I don't know what game those guys saw, but their Brewers definitely were representing Brewer fans tonight. And then one last thing. Sorry, yeah. My dad says that I need to have a cool call-in name, because you got every time I call you, you're like Ginny, Vernon, and then I have to remind you about how I taught my dog how to swear. So what do you think of this for my call-in name? The Kruger.
The Kruger. I was thinking Virginie.
I had gin and juice.
Oh, Kruger, like cougar, but Kruger.
Ginny and tonic? Slow Ginny? Slow Ginny Fizz.
Yeah, that's me. Okay. Thanks a lot. Love your show.
All right, see you later.
Thanks, Ginny.
All right, you want to get one more in here?
Yeah, we got one more. Let's do it. Marshall out in Whitefish Bay. What's going on, Marshall?
Well, good evening, guys, and how about them Brewers, first of all? But I like gin and tonic, so Ginny Tonic would be pretty good here. So
okay, Ginny Tonic it is.
You might say we'll drink to that one, too. Well.
Where's the rim shot, Tommy?
I know. I gotta. Wow. I have to get it loaded onto our screen here.
This dude's been hanging on almost an hour.
Yeah, I know, Marshall. You're a beast. What did you think of the game tonight, Marshall?
Well, tremendous, and I'll tell you the two turning points to me were, and I got in, started listening to it in the sixth inning. I've been busy with other things today. However, even at 2-0, I thought, okay, we're in this thing, and our pitching's holding together. I think when Bowers hit that home run on the first pitch of the seventh, and then the eighth inning, when Hall got out of that, when DL got out of that inning without the third run scoring. I mean, it was first and third, one out, guys. And I thought, you got to keep it 2-1 here. They did. And at that point, just like you, I had a hunch they were going to win the game, that they were going to find a way. The Yankees couldn't put us away. And
that's right.
I'm just overjoyed that we've won this series. And, we've given a little bit of, to the East Coast bias here. We put that to rest here for now. And the Brewers are serving note. And 90 miles to the south, you fans down there, look out for the Brewers. They're coming. And it's going to be a heck of a race all summer. And I'm looking forward to it right now. Let's bring it on.
Yeah, let's do it, Marshall. Good stuff. Yeah, this is going to be a blast this summer following this race in the NL Central. Not just with the Cubs and Brewers, but there may be another team or two involved. All right, just real quick before Murph, Ginny's dad, they're 87 years old going to ball games.
Yeah.
That is cool.
It's awesome.
As hell.
Isn't it?
It just, wow.
I was able to take my grandpa to his last ball game. I think he was in his 95 or something like that. The 88 seats were pretty awesome. I'll tell you that. And the ushers were great with it too. You just had to get a ticket to get in there. We were over in right field. We had a nice breeze coming in because it was a nice day. He's, his wheelchair sitting over there. It was great, honestly. So I totally get it. And I mean, the love of the game never dies, right, Tim? The love of the game never dies.
It absolutely not. It's still the same game as it was for over 100 years. But 87, 90 plus, going to ball games, I won't be alive, let alone going to a baseball game.
Oh, what do you
Good for
mean? You're
you
going to be
guys.
asking where the smoker section is when you're 87 years old. I know you will.
They're just going to lock all our smokers up is what they're going to do. Just put us in jail.
Hopefully Pat Murphy's managing the
let's
Brewers
check
when
him
he's
out.
87.
The game is over, and it's time to hear from the skipper on the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
How big was Churio that bat night? Get down two and still find a way to keep the line moving.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about right there. You know what I mean? Like keeping the line moving. You know, and he knows who's behind him, but you know, Jack wants to take it upon himself, and you love that about a kid. How old is he? 22. You just love that about a kid that is that young and just wants it all on him. And, you know, he's not having his best game, but he's been unbelievable since he's been off the DL. And to have him come through like that is great. And what can you say about Contreras? He's the guy who had 4 quality at-bats today, and he caught unbelievably. Pitching staff, it doesn't go unnoticed, you know, those guys. You got Harrison, never been a full-time guy in the big leagues. You got Chad Patrick, first time in the pen. D.L. Hall emerging as a leverage guy, and what Ashby's done is amazing. So if you think about it, you know, that's 10 innings of pitching that was against that lineup, the best record in baseball. It was outstanding. But you got to, again, mention Contreras because he does it on both ends of the ball. Amazing. Bowers with a big swing. Yeah. That was great.
Murph, can you share what you said or thought when Tim Hill asked to go to third there?
Yeah, man, that's a mistake. You know, it's a mistake. He's a veteran player. He's had a lot of great years. I think he's thinking ball's hit enough to me. I can get that out at third for sure and maybe throw it across. I don't know. Tarang's a good runner. Maybe he felt like keep the guy off third base. I don't know. Maybe he thought there was no outs. I'm not sure what he was thinking, but that's not the right play right there. Surprise the third baseman. You know.
Gosh. Out of all those bullpen performances, did any stand out?
Well, Chad Patrick, you know, 3 innings, 3+. Harrison was good, don't get me wrong, but a couple leadoff walks, maybe, I don't know what he walked for, something like that. But Patrick was he was sensational. His first time doing it, you know, he's a second-year player. He could, you know, be like, hey, what's going on here? I lost my starting role. Instead, he came in and, yeah, he was great.
Did he lose a starting role, Murph, or is that just because of all these off days?
No, he didn't lose a starting role. We just think he's possibly effective in that role. But with Woody down and Priester down, we're going to need him probably to start. So he's proud of the club, you know, like they've been through a lot this year. And to come up big here in these situations back against the wall, it's pretty cool. That kid that started for them, he's sensational. Yankees got a great club. They're solid everywhere. You
know? Those 2 moments with Harrison getting the pitch count violation, pitch timer violation, and then the situation where you had a nice discussion with the umpire. I
was very respectful. Did you notice that? John Boy will have it on this week. He'll know that it was very respectful.
You didn't say the magic word.
I didn't say any magic words.
What was your
say Shop City 3 times fast?
No.
Can you do it? Say Shop City 3 times fast.
What was your argument?
My argument is I thought I gave him the sign. I get it from the phone, right? And they're counting down. I got a guy counting down. 3, 2, 1. Yes. I go, yes. And he says, no. The buzzer rang. So the umpires have a buzzer. And the buzzer rang in his pocket, and he says no. So I trust that. I mean, he's got no reason to say that, you know, what happened. But I'm hearing the countdown, and the guy on the phone hasn't told me yet. As soon as he says go, I go, boom. Now I know I'm a little older. I don't know if this is an old joke, but I'm a little older, but my hands are still pretty quick.
Has Harrison been warned about the...
Yeah. But there's another side to that. See, the hitter sometimes can deke you. He can look down start to look up to get your comfort, and then he looks back down. And I told Bert about that, and he acknowledged that does happen. He'd look for it.
You told him before?
No, I told him after.
Thanks, Murph.
You done? Trying to rush me out of there?
Murph, just
So see, group.
Well,
You're acting like Fasalo. You are. You're acting like Fasalo. Stop it.
Just
Go
to
ahead,
mess
Adam.
with Drew.
Adam, he's got a gold card. 25. How many years of service? How many years of service? 25 years in MLB.
Yeah.
Gold card. Everyone.
There he is, Pat Murphy. Yeah, so there's a buzzer there. You can't tell me that others haven't buzzed and then after the wire, after the buzz sound, yeah, I want to challenge. And they haven't let that, go. Oh, of course it has. Come on. So that was a little clarification there. But yeah, the hitter can deke a pitcher into thinking that, hey, you need to get set now and start your thing. Well, that's just not the case. That's not the reality here. And that's not the spirit of the rule, right? That's not how the rule was set up to be. You can't set that rule up to be manipulated like that. So they're going to have to maybe keep an eye on that. I think Caballero's his situation, umpire's got to be on to him. But, all right, we'll take a break, get your insurance run of the game. I wonder what that'd be. Jake Bauers homer? William Contreras RBI? Jackson Churio RBI? Or a big sac fly from Contreras? We'll find out on the other side here. Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show live here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. All right, a 10-inning walk-off victory for the Brewers to take Game 2 of this 3-game set over the New York Yankees. 4-3, your final Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Tim Allen, Tommy Wortz. Let's read some text messages before we get to our rewind and our G2 insurance run of the game.
Yeah, let's keep them going here. We had a bunch come in. We had a bunch of callers, so I'm sorry for the text line here. But 901 texts in. Completely amazing. Losing my freaking mind right now. 414, did the Yankees just put Tim over the hill? You are welcome, Adam, because it was Tim Hill in that one.
Yes.
From the 715, big win by the Crew here. Bullpen did a great job tonight. Sweep tomorrow. Get this team some attention. That comes from Jeff over in Woodville. Scotty Tiffany, we heard from her husband earlier in the show. We were at the game surrounded by Yankees fans. Kind of makes this win a little bit sweeter. The 414, I'll send you my ex-wife's broom, and then you can burn it too. What a W.
Perfect, yes.
The 262 says they did not challenge in time. Clock was at 0 when Murph signaled the challenge.
I guess.
Have we got a ruling on whether or not that's ever been called in the history of the game so far yet?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
If it's happened, I haven't noticed it.
Justin in Kansas City, make sure no Sunday lineup tomorrow. Keep this momentum going. Our run differential is plus 53. We knew this offense would turn it around a little bit with a healthy group of guys coming back.
Well, they got to the magic number.
4, right? Yeah, 4 is the number. That's right. These last 2 games show us that our Brewers can compete with the best teams in baseball. Outstanding, gutsy pitching with runners on base. That comes from Ken in River West. From the 920, Chad Patrick was outstanding in relief. The Brewers were able to win this game because he shot the Yankees down. I actually like him in that role.
And that's the role it appears based on Murph's comments. We may delve a little bit more into that tomorrow because that was really revealing about Chad Patrick's situation from Murph tonight. So more on that maybe tomorrow.
Great team win tonight. Go Crew. A great atmosphere at the ballpark. Can Rock and BA stop telling us the pitch challenge results before we get to see it on replay? It takes away from the fun. That comes from Patrick.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's really interesting. What do you think, Tommy?
They should just take the box off the screen then. If you're gonna have take the box off the screen, make fans play along with it.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like you can't have the box on the screen and then be mad at BA and Rock when they're like, I don't think this one's gonna work. You know, when yeah, the box is on the screen. I know the box isn't 100% correct. It's like the first down in football, but still, you can make a pretty good idea based off that outline.
Right.
So that's where I'm at. MKE Scott, I sense a sweep. Mother's Day games are always fun. Wasn't it Billy Hall that had a memorable day on Mother's Day?
Big walk-off, yes.
Manny Pena, too? Was that another one?
Manny Pena had one, too.
I remember that one. Judge J-Mo says, spelled S-E-Z, what a comeback. What a victory. This is the kind of win that can start a heater. Let's go. That all comes in from Judge J-Mo. From the 262, for what it's worth, Ashby is on pace for 31 wins. From the 414, Chase is full of it. I was also at the game. There was nowhere near more Yankee fans. We sat next to one, but that was the only one in my section all around. A couple of comments coming in on the YouTube stream that I can get to as well. Pat says, loved it, coming from Facebook. Great win tonight from Wendy as well. Nate Tastic says, duh, Yankees lose on that one there. What a great game on Saturday night. A couple other coming in. Aaron gives credit to William blocking those pitches as well.
Credit.
And looks like, we got a lot of them in there. Brew City Chaser, we see you in there talking about it as well. Saying that this is just an awesome one for us here. So Aaron, Brew City Chaser, Charles, all over there in the YouTube stream as well, giving some love.
Okay. G2 Insurance run of the game brought to you by G2 Insurance, your friend in insurance. I'm going to go with the one that ensured the victory. That would be William Contreras in that run in the bottom of the 10th inning for the game winner.
Yeah, William Contreras, your G2 Insurance run of the game. Running a business is like a championship run. One bad hit can take you out of the game. G2 Insurance Services specializes in keeping your business and reputation protected. They offer tailored solutions for restaurants, professional liability, workers' comp. They represent top carriers like Erie to find the best combination of coverage and price. Get the defensive line your business deserves. G2 Insurance Services in Brookfield. Online, g2ins.com. Your friend in insurance. Tim, on this day back in 2008, Ricky Weeks, he walked it off with a throwing error from Jason Isringhausen too.
Thank you.
And that brought Gabe Kapler home. We haven't said that name in a while. Manny Pena was batting 8th in this game, Tim Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That did happen occasionally.
Tony Gwynn Jr. pinch hit. We had Solomon Torres, Brian Schaus in this game. You guys know the rest of the 08 team. There was a lot of fun names on this one, too. We heard it all yesterday with CC talking about it. What a great team. What a great team 2008 was.
All right, let's do it again tomorrow. Brewers going after the sweep before the game. Tommy Wortz with the leadoff show. He'll get you ready. And then after the game, let's talk Brewers baseball. They got a pop at the sweep. They won the series, but I don't think let's get greedy here. It's okay. We'll see you after the game tomorrow. For Tommy Wortz, my name is Tim Allen. This was a great game, and thanks for the fun tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. And as always, smile, Wisconsin. Bob Uecker is smiling back.